Everybody. All right, we'll give it a minute. Oh, the dress is cute.
Isn't it? It's so cute.
It
It's my
is.
go-to dress when I have nothing else to wear. I put this one on.
It looks cute. Okay,
Thanks.
well, let me go ahead and check all the things I need to check real quick to make sure that we are all set on all of our platforms.
Do you know that? Do you know where I live? The Gold Coast just got
Mhm.
Trump just got okayed to build his Trump Tower here on our beaches. It'll be like big man. It's so random. A Trump Tower on the Gold Coast. It's like the tower. He's bringing his Tower of Babel to our shorelines. I think once it starts building, that's when we'll really see like the ocean come in and want to swallow us up because it's like I don't know. Our skies will be like they'll get pissed off because it's like so it's Trump. Like we have everyone else, but Trump is just like evil, evil. So once his tower starts to go up, I think God's gonna go, okay, time to smite them down.
It ain't gonna happen. He ain't got the money to do it.
I reckon he'd get have a
Unless
lot of investors.
yeah, unless Australia's gonna, the deep state in Australia is gonna fund it. But okay, guys, we're just rambling here between us two. We're just kind of waiting for people to come in, but let's go ahead and we're a little late. Sorry for that. But welcome to the Anne and Claudine live show. And I just want to go ahead and get the legalities out of the way and let you guys know that everything that we talk about here is for entertainment purposes only. We do talk about medical stuff and from our anecdotal evidence from ourselves. We are not doctors. We are not nurses. We don't know anything about the Australia medical field or the American Western medical field. We just bring our bold perspectives and real life wisdom to the table. Together, we explore spirituality, healing, hidden truths, and the everyday challenges of just being human. Welcome, and thank you for listening. Today, we're going to talk about a couple of different things. We'd rather not talk about some of these subjects, but we're going to do it just because we just want to get the message out there that some of this stuff needs to stop having our focus. And then I also want to talk about something that I've personally observed in my practice, the interaction between THC products and psychiatric medications. And this isn't about shaming cannabis. It's about neurochemistry. And when we're talking about brain chemistry, we have to be precise. So that is something I'd like to talk toward maybe towards the end. I would also like to talk a little bit about Lionsgate. We just had a Lionsgate. I have some questions. I have a lot of notes, you guys, because we're going to kind of like be jumping around on a couple of subjects. But I had a questionnaire here, so I wouldn't forget to ask some questions to people about some stuff. And what did I do with the questionnaire? I must have put it away. Okay, so has anyone felt off? Has anyone felt a tug of war? Has someone felt like super on, super energetic around the 8th of this month? Around the 8th of this month is when the Lionsgate opened. We don't most people don't know about it. And did you know about the Lionsgate?
I didn't know that it's open in February. I know it's in August. I know the August one, but I didn't know that it was in February. I had no idea. I always thought it was just an August thing. July and August for Leo.
Yeah, it used to be. Oh yeah, it is. We still have the one in August. I learned about this one about 3 years ago. Didn't quite understand it until maybe this year. one of the reasons why we haven't been live in several weeks is because, let me kind of backtrack here a little bit. I just kind of we should probably introduce ourselves. We're just jumping right in. Jeez.
I'm just listening.
I know, and I'm just rambling on because I'm so out of sync from not doing these in a while. So anyways, I am Claudine, and I am the founder and the creator of Elevated by Claudine.energy. I do have a new website. I do own that domain now. And I am a practitioner for helping people get off pharmaceuticals onto plant-based medicine. I'm an alternative medicine practitioner is what they call me. And I'm a dosing specialist, and I help people detox. I help people detox very deep from inside their body and the outside of their body and their aura. Energy filled, whatever you want to call it. Chi, prana, there's a lot of different titles for it. But anyways, and this is Anne. Anne is one of my very good friends. She's very beautiful. Look at her. She looks amazing with that beautiful tan. She's in the summer in Australia.
Plus, I have naturally brown skin, so.
Yeah, but you get golden. It's just a beautiful golden tan that you get with the sun.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And so we're just here just to talk about like just two girls talking. This is stuff that Anne and I do quite often, and then we decided just to come live and do it. And Anne is in Australia, and she is also an energy reader. That's what I like to call her. So go ahead, Anne. You can tell a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go ahead and start rambling.
All right. I'm Anne. I live in Australia. I live on the Gold Coast, and I was just telling Claudine how Trump has just been approved for his Trump Tower on our beaches. So that will be an interesting thing to watch go up. That's very strange, Trump Tower in Australia, much less the Gold Coast. You think Sydney or Melbourne, but I don't know. We have pretty beaches. The only thing is our beaches are coming inshore, closer up. Be a bit scary, building on the beach, gonna get swallowed up by the ocean at some point. I've been told many times by many people to get away from here and to go inland because according to maps of the pole shift, when it hits, Australia pretty much gets swallowed up because we're all coastline. So they say like inland, up in the mountains. But I'm still here.
Don't worry about it. If it happens, it's going to happen naturally and slowly, like I told you. Yeah. Mother doesn't want to hurt nobody. God don't want no, huh?
I feel like everything's planned. If wherever you're supposed to be, whenever is where you're supposed to be. Like when you work with spirit and follow spirit, I feel like if I was meant to move, it would become very obvious and it would open up. But if it's not opening up and I don't feel this urgency, I'm like, okay, well, this is where I'm meant to be. This is what's working for me. And I just kind of like go by that. I don't live in fear. I tend to listen to I listen to my angels a lot. I find my angels are quite good in like letting me know what road is opening up for me and what direction I'm supposed to like go in. So I kind of just follow that closely.
Yes. Yeah, that's always a good guide. And as I feel that all the answers are inside of me, and I have all the answers. I just have to find them. And I'm all about not giving my power up to nothing, not even my angels anymore. As Anne has told me numerous times, that you can have not such quite nice guides.
No.
I've ran
around you.
And I've experienced that. So I'm done. It's just between the creator and Mother Gaia. And that is all that I speak with and who I allow to guide me. But I wanted to go back to this Lion's Gate that we have in February the gate starts to open on the 8th. And I happened to be in Utah at the time. That's the reason why we haven't been doing lives. I've had to travel to Utah twice in the past 3 or 4 weeks due to family deaths. I've lost 2 major important people in my life. So I'm healing from that. I'm processing all that energy. On top of that, I've lost numerous friends and family prior to losing these 2. So Anne knows what I've been through. So I'm still human. It still hurts. It just is a bummer. So, but anyways, I'm okay with it. Like I said, I am mourning and I am healing. So, anyways, I was in Utah when this gate started opening, and I can feel it. I can feel it there. I just thought it was the energies of Utah because Utah is it's a weird place. It is such a weird place.
Like what weird?
I feel like I'm in a fishbowl when I'm there.
Really? You
Mhm.
probably are. It's probably like got heaps of like doesn't get a lot of air. It's probably all stuck with all the chemicals around it, like a literal.
Everywhere. Yeah, there's industrial places everywhere. I'm going to tell you something what I realized. If Utah was to shut down, America would not get no supplies of anything, I don't think, because they make everything.
Really, it's very industrial
Very
type.
industrial. And they don't build up, they build out, which is
Mm-hmm.
good. That's what we pretty much should do. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but it was really nice to be with my family. There's some positive in that. I was able to be with a lot of family members that I haven't seen in a while. So that was a really good thing. But anyways, I was there when this portal started to open, and then I returned home in Arizona, and I was just feeling so off. And then I started to learn more about the Lions Gate, and it opens up under Cheyenne Mountain, which is the home of the NORAD complex. It's a military complex, and it aligns with the North Cross constellation. I don't know much about it. It's not even really considered a constellation by astrologers, I guess, but then it is. I've got such mixed different information on it. So that is the Lion's Gate. So if anyone was feeling off, like from the 8th to the 12th, and maybe even to the 15th, that is probably what you were feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that the energies that were coming in, these are 2 times a year. When these gates open, when the Lions Gates open, where we receive an abundance and a large amount of source energy, an Ethereum, source Ethereum. And most, I would say, probably every time up until this year, that was stolen from us by dark forces and used for other things for them to keep them going. And then, of course, they used it against us.
Mm-hmm.
And now this year was a little different, I feel. I think we actually, Source Light did hit our planet and we did receive it. And that's why I felt a tug, a push and a pull, a push and a pull. Like I was in like I was being in a war and I was being split, like the darkness, no, you come here. And the light, no, you come here. Very confused for those days. But anyways, so those are one of the things I wanted to talk about, like I said, because a lot of people don't know about the February Lionsgate, but it is real. Research it, because the only one that we ever talk about is the one in August, which is
Mm-hmm.
all over the internet all the time,
Yeah,
right?
that's fun. Yeah, because it's Leo, Lionsgate, Leo. I think they say it dates all the way back. It's a very strong portal because it dates all the way back to like the Egyptians because it's like the lions, sphinx, those types of creatures.
The Orion, all has to do with
Even
all of that.
Lyran, they say it's like connected to the Lyrans, and the Lyrans are like one of the oldest races, alien races, or yeah, but it's like
Yes.
very Egyptian. Like if you think of the Sphinx that they have in Egypt, that's like what the animals, the lions are supposed like where they come that they look like come from coming out of the lion's gate. It's that kind of like lion look. That's what I read about it or learned about it, but I really
Yes.
like yeah. I
But the
just
most
feel that one.
you can feel both of these actually. It's kind
Mm,
of hard though because we had so many other things going on, at
yeah.
that time too. A lot of other different. I think Mardi Gras started like just before or right after that.
I don't
Um,
know. I went in to get my face
the
cream,
eclipse.
and so we had a solar eclipse on the
Hmm.
17th, and
Hmm.
then that solar eclipse is going into this lunar eclipse on March 3rd, which will be a blood moon lunar eclipse. So, it's kind of when the solar one happens, it kind of opens. So we're kind of like in between eclipses too right now. But I went in to get my face cream, and when I went in there, the lady who does like my eyebrows and I buy it off of, she like randomly, she's like, "Oh, how is your psychic stuff going?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you know, I guess whatever, just here to get face cream." And she goes, "So what do you feel about the 20th?" And I'm like, "What about the 20th?" 20th of February. And we were in like the 19th. No, we were on the 18th. And she's like, "Well, I heard it's going to be the end of the world." And I'm like, "What? The end of the world?" Like, no, like everyone always says it's the end of the world, but it's still going to be like, we're going to wake up and life goes on. She goes, "Yeah, yeah, no, I know that." But she goes, apparently, according to like astrologers, there's all these planets that are moving out of here and moving out of there, and it's considered the end of the world. And she's like, and like they're saying some big like COVID type of thing is gonna like hit us, and that's gonna all happen. And I'm like, nah, not in 2 days' time. Like it's just not gonna happen that quickly, kind of. But she said that like heaps of people were talking about this, and it's the end of the world. It's the end of some timeline, and we're gonna jump into a new timeline. And I'm just like, okay, I'll wait and see. But sure enough, come the night before it's hopping over to the 20th for us, and Prince Andrew gets arrested. So when that happened, I was like, oh, okay, she was on to she was right about something, because that is a timeline to me. I know that Prince William is meant to become king. I know that is part of the timeline. That is the next kind of thing for the Matrix. And I've been wondering, how does that come into play? How are they going to bring the storyline to the surface for Charles to have to abdicate the throne or step down, or is he going to get sick? What's going to happen? But when I saw Prince Andrew get arrested, I'm like, that's a jump in the time. That they changed the timeline by doing that, because it's the first royal to be arrested in like 400 years, and it's kind of like setting the precedent for this whole storyline of, that's the king's brother. Is he, is that, should he be sitting on the throne, Charles, and then of course it's a great excuse to step down from the throne and let William and Kate, and now William and Kate, of course, have all of a sudden showed up at the BAFTA Awards, and, they're on the board for it, and they all look so stunning and beautiful. And no doubt we're going to start seeing a lot more of Will and Kate. And so I see why she was told that that was a shift in the timeline. It was the end of the world, because it was a shift as far as they cut away an old timeline by arresting Andrew, because they're bringing in a new timeline, which is this new part of the Matrix of William becoming king and going down. So does that make sense? That's that timeline. But she she's just a random like face cream lady. She's just a cosmetic lady, and she's telling me like, oh, it's the end of the world, and she's telling me how sick she felt, and oh, I think it's 20 years of working, and she was like, I'm so exhausted. I need it to be the end of the world. Just like, it's not the end of the world. You still got to get up and work.
Yeah,
Maybe
we're not going to get out of this that easy. It's not going to be that easy. I mean, we made a mess of this, so we're going to have to fix it. I mean, it's just how it
We're
is.
all part of it.
We got Victor here.
Hello,
Victor. Love your damn self. I love that. I love it. I always say we should get T-shirts made. And then he said Lyrans. Victor's all about the Lyrans, because he comes from the Lyran planet, and they are just an amazing. The Lyrans, yes.
The Lyrans.
Yes.
I must have some of them in me, because Lionsgates, they pull me. Like, I feel like I didn't actually know anything about portals or any of this kind of stuff, and I just got to like, I think it was 2020, that was the first year I fully felt it, that I knew something was going on. And it hit August, and I just did not feel good, and things were happening. I was like, what is going on? And I felt like a big suction. I felt like something was sucking me, and then sucking. And then as it comes out of the portal, I feel like it spits you out. And once I experienced that, I was like, what the? What's that? And I learned about the Lions portal. I was like, okay, I need to take notice of these things. So the next year when it came around, I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. That's what I always do. I don't believe everything straight away. I have to experience it for myself and see what I experienced, and I decide like what was that. So I experienced it, and it was of course just those Lionsgate weeks, and I got spat back out. And I feel like it's almost a game. Like you go up in levels when you learn what you were supposed to go through in the portal, and you get through it. It's like boop, 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 you have gone up in levels. And I was like,
In the
okay.
computer game, right? In the computer game that
Yeah.
we're living here in this matrix
Oh
is
yeah.
exactly how it feels. Yes. Like you're leveling up. You're
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
They throw these things at you. They throw different really big things or health things or people die, and they throw them, and it happens in this portal time. And it's like, I guess the energy is so much higher. So what you experience is like, oh, it's so like really kind of takes your breath away kind of experiences. But when you finish it and the portal finishes out and you come out of it, you kind of like feel real exhausted, but you feel like, wow, like what, I just achieved that. And you go up in levels, your spiritual awareness and lessons and understanding goes up in levels. And yeah, it feels like a video game. It really, really
Mhm,
does.
You're
So
leveling up. I always it's all about, to me it's all about evolving to the next level. You
yes,
get to the
for
next
this year.
level, you evolve, you pass that test, you evolve, you know. Um Yes, Victor, I have not forgotten about our live that we're all supposed to do. It's just it's been a really
So
crazy first of the
crazy.
year. For me, it has at least. I mean, I wasn't expecting to lose two family members back to back like that. I mean, it's unfair.
It's a lot.
It is, but it is, you know, it is what it is. I'm just, like I said, I am coping and I am mourning and I'm doing okay. It's fine. We're back here doing the lives now. So now we can just take it from here and hopefully the rest of the year, all the yuckiness is out of my life right now. So the rest of the year will be just smooth sailing, I'm hoping.
Mm,
But of course,
no.
as we all know, the creator doesn't have time. So we're the ones who have time. We created time. We do the time game, not our creators.
No, no, they don't. They
Um,
don't have time like we do in
Thank
the
you for
physical
understanding,
world.
Victor. I super appreciate it. Um, but yeah, so another thing that we wanted to talk about was giving up your energy and how that is being done through media, social media, all the medias. And
Hmm.
that is what I really hate to talk about it. I hate to give it any of my energy or any of my attention. And I know Anne feels the same way, but it needs to be talked about. The media cycle and the attention, why some why some stories dominate our feed for years and why our emotions get locked into loops of outrage and hope. Let's explore how attention itself is a type of energy
Hmm.
and how being conscious of where we place it can actually change the way we flow in the world.
Hmm.
So, with that being said, I'm talking about the Epstein situation that's going on right now, the Epstein files and the names that are coming out. I'm going to go ahead and let Anne go ahead and go on her spill on it. She has a really great intake on it, and then I'll just chime in as, after she's done. But go ahead, Anne. Go ahead and give your perspective on this whole Epstein crazy BS that has been going. Like, to me, when it came on, I heard it again. I'm like, oh my God, not this shit again.
It's just it's so it's I can't even like tune into it really that much or watch it. Like I know on Netflix there's like so many Epstein things you can watch, documentaries and Ghislaine Maxwell, and I just cannot watch them. I actually get physically sick when I put my head into that crap. I took mushies. I took some of your magic mushrooms, and like toward the end of it, I had Epstein stuff like come at me, and I just felt so sick. I just wanted to vomit. Like I actually felt physically sick, and I'm like, ugh, like I can't. Like it just needs to stop. This Epstein. Like I'm sick of this garbage. It really makes me sick. Like I can't explain the energy of it, but I guess that's what they're feeding off of us. So for me, back in 2020, when I had my massive awakening for the world and realized what the world is made up of, and there's all these elites and celebrities and people in high places who drink blood, eat people, eat little babies, scare them to death and slit their throats and drink their blood for the adrenochrome and for the cells and for all this like miraculous energy that they get, whatever they have told themselves that it's worth doing these things and selling their soul and giving up their soul by and to eat the blood and to drink the blood and to be part of this whole thing. When I learned about that, I literally like died. I died inside my soul. My heart broke. I cried like I've never
We
cried
were
before.
sick to death. You and I were sick,
It was so
sick.
bad. It
We
was
already
so bad.
knew, but we didn't. But when it got
I
confirmed,
didn't. I actually
mm,
didn't. I started, so I never really had the internet. I had children, and I didn't really get like my own iPad or my own phone. Like I was just wrapped up in children. I didn't really watch. I would watch like TV with the kids and see music videos and stuff, but then I got an iPad and I clicked on it and I started seeing all this like Illuminati stuff, and I had learned a lot about this as a child in the cult, that this kind of
that's
stuff
what I thought.
happens,
Yeah.
but I chose to not believe it because I left the cult and I'm like, these people are crazy. This is the real world. That was a bunch of garbage. And I turned my back on everything I've been taught, and I chose to believe celebrities and to get involved with that and to be part of that world. And I started seeing this Illuminati stuff on, on my iPad. And I remember I went to my ex-husband at the time. The kids were still young, and I'm like, oh my god, look at this stuff. Look, they're saying there's demons, and this is what I learned about as a kid. And he's like, ignore that. It's not real. It's like Ghost. It doesn't exist. Turn it off. It's just conspiracy theory, and it's none of it's true. Blah blah blah. So I believed him, and I'm like, yeah. Once again, like the cult, I got to just switch this kind of stuff off. It's not true. It's just whatever it is. And I switched it off, and I didn't believe
Not
it.
my gods wouldn't do that, right?
Yeah, like it's just a bunch of brainwashing that they're trying to do. Like, yeah, so I switched it off. And then I went celebrity crazy, and I loved movies, and I loved singers, and I loved Eminem, and I just loved all these different people. Some celebrities I didn't love, some celebrities I loved. And the ones I loved, I truly, truly loved. Like I would defend them no matter what's being said about them, and I would listen to their music, whether it was crap or not, and I would buy every single thing, and I would go to their concerts. Like, I was a hardcore Eminem fan. I took my 9-year-old son to his concert when he came here. They were very expensive tickets, and I had to travel to go to it. We were up all night, but I was a hardcore fan, so I went to his stuff. Like that's the kind of person I was. So when I learned about these types of things and these people that I put so much love and time into and worship into, and these are the kinds of acts that they're doing, and if they're not doing them, it doesn't matter because they're still in the industry where they know that this is happening. So for me, if you know this is happening and you don't speak up and you stay quiet and you stay part of this cult, you are guilty. That's how it
By
works for me.
association, guilty by association.
Guilty by association. That is a cult thing that they do. And whether you are doing the acts or not, if you know they're happening and you stay quiet, you are guilty. For me, that is how it works. So all the celebrities and all these people, they're all guilty. As long as they're sitting over there on that side of the fence, they're guilty for me. Because for me, I sit on this side, and that is, you don't drink blood, you don't eat people's bodies, You don't partake in cannibalism to any degree because it's wrong. We are not supposed to do that. The elite do that because they are putting themselves superior to us humans because they are the predators. We are the predators for what we eat, for our chicken, for our beef. The animals fear us because we are superior, because we can kill them and eat them. So when a human being can look at you as, hey, I don't like you, I might eat you, but there's your predator. So they don't look at us as humans and they are human. They look at us as meat and blood
Cattle.
and
Cattle. They
cattle.
call us.
And
Yeah, they
that's
call us the
why they
cattle.
do it.
We are called the
Yes,
cattle. We're called the cattle.
yes, yes. And that goes for all of them, all your Beyonce's and Jay-Z's and all their children and Kardashians and all their children. They don't look at us as, oh, that's our friends, that's our humans like us. They look at us as the, you know those are the peasants, those are what we eat, those are,
Our
that is
food
what,
chain. That's our food chain.
yes, that is what we, that's who buys our things and believes and pays for our lifestyles, and then at the end of it we kill them and we eat them, and that is their mindset. So that's just how it works. It's not like they don't sit there going, we want to be evil, so we're doing this. They do it because that's what puts them where they are and puts us where we are. So, as far as I'm concerned, they're all guilty. They're all part of it. And when we sit there and we get all involved with this Jeffrey Epstein stuff and are they on the list? Are they not on the list? And we feed it all this attention and time. It's really actually a negative thing because nothing really good is going to come of it. Because until they will never investigate and start arresting these people and putting them in jail to what we think, because we're thinking human. We're thinking, okay, these people did these crimes, they go to jail. You get arrested, you go to jail, or the police investigate it. Because if I go play with a little kid and someone tells on me, they're going to investigate it. But that's not how it works. These people are protected. These people have money to protect themselves, and they all have shit on them that the powers that be have. They have these pieces of evidence that at any point they can release and be like, yes, look at what Jay-Z and Beyonce have done, look at what Trump has actually done. They could do these things, but these people, as long as they're playing their roles and playing what they're supposed to do in the public eye, and they're paying their money and they're making money for the powers that be and still making revenue, they're going to be protected and they will never be arrested. And we can sit here and get all worked up about it and feed this machine tons of our energy and tons of our time by speaking about it and carrying on about it. But it is a very negative place to be. It didn't put me in a very good spot in my soul. If you have an awakening based off of the Jeffrey Epstein files, you will most likely wake up in hell. Like, that's where I had my awakening, and I'm telling you, I woke up in the depths of hell because Jeffrey Epstein and his stuff is designed to be in hell. Like, everything he did was to keep that vibration of hell. I don't know who the man is. To me, he has very dark angel energy. Like, when I see him talking, when I watch his energy, it's like that is not a normal man that is speaking. That man has like very dark
Nephilim.
forces are
Nephilim.
using. Yeah, Nephilim, dark angel. I call it the fallen angel agenda. Like,
Mhm.
whatever they're doing, and they're coming through people's bodies and they're using these people and these hosts to fulfill whatever agenda they have going on. But whatever Jeffrey Epstein opened up and did, it was designed for the depths of hell. And if you wake up in that from that energy, you will most likely find yourself in the depths of hell. And it's not always the best place to wake up in. You want to kind of wake up in a much higher vibration, a bit happier, and not. It's horrible. I
I
remember.
don't think any way that you just when you when you come to the realization that you are living on a prison planet, because I do believe that we are prisoners of this planet. We are prisoners of war. This is a war planet. This war has been going on this planet for over and over and over for eons. I say that we are prisoners of this planet because I don't believe we have any free will. How do we have free will when they're experimenting on us every single day? That's not free will. No,
We
it's
don't
not.
have free will.
No, it's prisoners. We are prisoners, and they literally do experiments on us every day of our life.
Mhm.
And then we're trapped in the loop of the reincarnation AI that they've created. You know that's how powerful that these people have become. Now it's not just these people; they're the ones who get handed the script. There's much bigger power players behind the screen, behind the scene. I mean, that we don't even know. We have no idea who these people are. Are these
No. I don't think they're people.
non-humans? Yeah, these non-humans. I like to
I
call
don't
them the humans and call us the Homo sapiens. You
pretty
know,
much. I don't think they like humans very much. I think we're
they hate
quite
us. Oh, they
of what
hate us. They hate us, but they need us. Without our essence, they do not exist. Without us, they do not exist. They hate us. Oh my gosh, they cannot stand us at all. They don't, because we are of source light. We are of organic source light. So, but they need that source light and that our essence. When Anne was saying the rituals that they do, the blood sucking, the eating of the human and of the children and of the penises, the baby penises that they eat and stuff, that this is all in the Epstein files that is coming out.
Oh, it's It's
It's
horrible.
very bad, people. It's you better get prepared. You better be
Yeah.
prepared. You're going to hear and see some things that you never thought were even possible on this planet, and it's been happening your whole life. And you
Yeah.
worship these people.
Yeah.
These people are what I call American dummy gods, and I've been saying that for a long, 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 long time.
Yes, where they are. The
But
thing is, the human. So what they, I think what they realize is like a human is the vessel. So these humans, when they do it, say, let's take who? Let's take Kim Kardashian. When she came in, she's a human. She's Kim Kardashian. She has the essence of Kim Kardashian, the original human. But now, what she's become is not necessarily her. She is now a vessel. And that's what
Mhm.
they do by having them do these things and partake in these things. You then start to get these demons and these dark forces that come and use your vessel, and that's why they do the rituals. And these demons must be fed, and when they get to inhabit the human's body and do these things and experience these things, say like I was saying to Claudine, being a pedophile, say, take me for instance, and they get me from like my young fresh self, and they take me into these places, and they bring all these children, and they create an appetite. They try and get an appetite out of the human. Once the appetite comes to life, which is a demon, the demon inhabits your body and they commit these acts. The demon cannot commit the act by itself. The human must be the one to commit the act for the demon to feed through the energy of what the human is doing. And that's why, like, pedophilia is a demon. The human becomes, Ted Bundy said this about his killing. Sometimes he would be fine as a human and he would have no appetite to kill and he could just function in the world and be a normal human. But every so often, he would feel this insatiable appetite and he had to violently kill women and he had to kill them violently and he had to do these things. And he said it was like a monster would come alive in him. But that's what it is. It's demonic. It's a demon. And pedophilia is the same. And this is my opinion. This is why the Catholic Church has allowed for all these pedophiles to come through the Catholic Church, because the Catholic Church have all the secrets to all these like demons and angels and spirituality, and they know that pedophilia is a demon that comes through a human and it must feed. And what it does is it infects the victim, and the victim grows up and the victim becomes that demon, and the demon comes alive in that human, and it's just this cycle
Top,
that goes and goes and
top
goes.
behavior. Top behavior.
Top behavior for sure, but it feeds the demon, and the
Mhm.
demon must feed by committing these acts.
Mhm.
So like, when these people are doing these things, they have demons working through them, and they don't get to choose when the demon comes and eats. The demon decides. It could be they got to eat every single day. It could be they got to eat, but it's in them, and the demon's going to keep coming back and doing these things, and all of them have it. all of them, all of them get fed. That's what Epstein was. He was like the candy man. He was the man to come to all these people and say, "Look at what there is. What demons do you have that you want to feed?" And when humans want fame and power, and it's all kinds of demons will come into your body and want to work through you. Whatever you open yourself up to, demons will want to attach themselves and, experience things through your body. And once it knows it has that host, you can be sure it's going to keep coming back. And it's going to make you feel a certain way when you're doing it, because it's all part of the spiritual experience through your body. And what
Mhm.
it does, that blood, that whatever goes through them has that energy, it has that essence that flows through them, and they become addicted to it, and the demon gets to experience that through their body, and it's addictive. So yeah, that's kind of just how it works, really. That's how all of that works. It's not like you can't
Hold
think
on.
about.
Hold on a minute. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Bye, Victor.
How can I help you guys? Well, I'm not. I'm close. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm in my facility and people are just like shaking my door and shaking my door. And I'm like, go away. I have my clothes sign up. Anyways, okay, I got rid of them.
They keep
Um,
becoming.
like
Yeah,
we're here
they're
to
just
shop. I'm like, I closed at 5. Come back tomorrow. Um, but anyways, yeah. Oh shoot, it says my battery is running low. Darn it.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh. All right. If I lose you guys, just give me a second and I'll come back on my phone. But to wrap up what she's saying, the way that I perceived it when I saw it, I was like, oh gosh, here we go again. And again, you guys, and this has been said, I've heard this come out of a couple of politicians, not so much Hollywood, but I know it comes out of Hollywood. There is no such thing as bad publicity. No such thing when it comes to these people at all.
No.
Bad publicity, good publicity means energy.
It keeps
And
us talking.
they thrive off of it. Yes. And what I believe is what they do is a lot of people call it they sell their soul. You can't sell your soul. Your soul's not for sale. You can't
Yeah.
sell something that doesn't belong to you. It
Mhm.
belongs to God.
Yeah.
But what they do is they give up their consciousness.
Yeah. And they
They
let
give
these
up their
demons come into
essence.
their
They give
body.
up their essence to feed what I believe is an AI. That's their God. I personally have heard people in Hollywood talk about how they worship a computer, a machine. I've heard that. So that
Interesting.
yes, that is what I feel it is. So when you are giving up when they're doing this publicity, and if you are paying attention to it and you're all into it, and that means that you are giving them your focus. When you give up your focus, you are giving them permission to steal your essence, your energy, because that's what they live off of. When I was saying earlier, they cannot live without us because of that. So when you are sitting there and you're engaged in all of this and you're you're streaming and you're on your social media and you're sitting there and you're getting upset and you're getting worried and you're getting disgusted and you're having all these mixed emotions, you are releasing your energy to them because they don't care. They don't care how it comes in chaos or in anger. They don't care.
No. Yeah.
Focus is focus. Energy is energy, and they can convert that. They know how to convert that to help them.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to stop giving them our energy and our
Mm-hmm.
focus. Um,
Because nothing really will ever be done about it. It's really just
Nothing's going
delusion.
to be done about it. No accountability. Okay, so they
It's
get
in,
arrested. They get arrested. They commit suicide. They go to Gitmo and they get a new whole body.
yeah,
They get a whole new
nothing's gonna be.
identity. They get
Yeah,
cloned.
yeah.
Nothing's going to happen to it until we stop giving them our energy and we stop participating in the matrix. That's their reality. Well, that's our reality too, because they created that as our reality. But that's not our true reality. Our true reality is to live in harmony and peace with Mother Gaia and
Mm-hmm.
with the Creator. That's our
Mm-hmm.
true reality.
You just got to pray for the victims, pray for the souls, because some of the souls do loop. That's the sad thing about all of it. I honestly feel like that was all part of the agenda too of what they created for the Matrix with this whole like killing the children and partaking in all that stuff. Because for me, when I got woken up, I kept going into like these weird when I would sleep, I kept going to the same place in my dreams, like being taken somewhere, and I kept seeing like like a lot of webbing, and I would see a lot of like souls stuck behind this webbing that were all stuck behind the matrix, and it was just like I just kept hearing like lost souls, and I it was all these it was for me it was all these children because that's what I was just so focused on, and I kept going and I wanted to free these children from the like these souls. They weren't children's souls. They were just souls that had been cut. So they get lost and they get stuck in this loop in the matrix
Mm-hmm.
where they get stuck behind this thing because for a child, the whole point of having a body and living life and having a soul, having that energy and you go through life is you mature and you make your choices. And then when you die, it's based on like who you were throughout, your existence. But when that soul is cut, it's not a child's soul. It was in a child's body, but that soul itself could be a very old soul that was it was supposed to go and live a life and then it could go to its next thing, but because it's cut short it goes loops back in the matrix and it's got to wait again to come back in some way, so it's not
That's the reincarnation loop. That's the
yes,
reincarnation AI that I call the AI of reincarnation. They keep
yes,
looping us
they
back,
loop
back.
us
And I know
and
it's
people
hard for people to understand, oh my God, there's no way they can do that. That they can't do that. They're not stronger than God. Well, guess what? They were able to do it and they're able to cut us from source light. Not anymore. Not anymore.
exactly.
I do believe that things are different. Things are not working for them anymore. And that was proven to me in this last Lionsgate portal that I just experienced. What they've been doing isn't working for them anymore. And that's why you're seeing so much malfunction with them and why they are keep bringing up the same stuff over and over. They can't create anything new, you guys. They can't. That's
I
how
think
you
their
know.
rules aren't working the
That's
same
how you
anymore.
know that they're not organic humans because they cannot, one, they cannot change their mind. You cannot change their mind. You cannot. And two, they can't change. They can't, and they can't create nothing new. So we keep going back with the same stuff over and over and over.
Hmm. It's a loop.
It's a loop. It's all a loop de loop.
It is. And we're a little bit stuck on our loop right now. We've hit a wall in the matrix. The matrix, the matrix had a certain lifespan. It was created like they did the calendar, they did time, like it was created so meticulously and well, down to every tiny little detail. But what I find is this modern matrix, which is like since I guess America became America and they had the Freemasons and they had this modern world thing they're going to come up with. And I guess they've created Babylon and then had America become little Babylon. And they've created this whole particular matrix with the celebs and everything. And they sucked spirit dry. And I feel like now we've hit a wall because spirit's all dried up for these people and they don't have any more ideas. There's no more.
They can't. They can't have new. They AI. They sold their essence. They sold everything, and the AI is now not functioning properly. So they can't function properly because they don't know how to work it. And the covenants of all of this has ended. Covenants have come to an end for all kinds of different fallen angels, and they didn't pay attention because they got so ahead of themselves, like a bunch of spoiled, rotten brats, that they didn't pay attention. Yeah, they were having fun. They weren't paying attention to how do they feed their God.
Yeah.
Instead, they're just so hyper focused on the Bible, on Revelations, on bringing these prophecies to fruition that they have to complete through this AI, and this AI can't do it because it ain't functioning right.
Well, it's stuck. It's stuck. This is as far as they have up into their in their playbook. They haven't got anything else, and they don't know how to get anything else because this is all that was given to them. This is as far as the playbook went, and now they're going, "Huh, what? Like, what do we do now?" And all the humans are starting to go, "Hey, wait, we're not getting anything new. Like, huh, what?" And they're starting to tune into like other things and notice other things.
War.
Yeah, well, that's why war.
That's all they got. That's all they got.
Well, they have 3 world wars that they were given a playbook that they have to fulfill. So there's still one more war that they have to play out according to their playbook as the guardians of this planet.
They think they're the guardians. They think they're but they're not. They're not. And
I don't know who made them the guardians. Someone made them the guardians, or they think they're the guardians.
High breaking. I think like they all like there's like what they do, like 11 guardians, like because they can't, not one person can guard everything, because we've got the medical, you've got the military, you've got security, you've got all different sectors, I believe, in their reality, in their matrix. So they all, not one person can do it or one country can do it. They have to separate it. And that's what the one world order is about. If you know about what the one world order is about, there's going to be 11 seats.
11 seats.
And each one of them is in charge of something. Yeah. And they're going to be the 11 countries. Because I think we have 188 countries or 178 countries or something, or 177 countries right now. We're supposed to move it. The one world order is all about 11 countries running the planet, which they now think that they're going to run the whole entire universe and heaven. Like, they're deranged. They're totally deranged. They've been deranged. They try to have a war in heaven thinking they can take that over. But instead they got, kicked down here to earth. And then they made us prisoners. But I do believe we've been through this many
hijacked
times.
Us.
Most definitely.
Earth was hijacked.
And they did it because the fallen angels knew how to create false dust, the false life of dust, because we come from dust. The golden dust of from God, blue dust. It's, even in the Bible. And then human was created with Mother Gaia. But I want to go back to something about all of this. I know that a lot of people who have been following like Q and the White Hats, and there's another organization, and they've been going around for eons, at least 10 years I've known, and talked about mass arrests. There's not going to be a mass arrest, not on anybody. The only people who are going to get mass arrest are us basic humans. We are the mass arrest, you guys. Okay. They're already starting it. They're starting it through ICE here in America. And that is the mass arrest because they're Nazis. They're Nazis. They've always been Nazis, and they always go back to 1940, and they loop us into 1940. We keep repeating that war of Nazis, and right now they're taking our Hispanics and our African Americans and our Asians and anyone who's not Caucasian looking, and they are taking these people and they're doing horrible, horrible things to them. I know they are. I don't have proof, but I know it
Just know it.
because I've seen this before in our history, and they're nothing but draconian Nazis. So we as the human race and as the source light and as the good people that we are, we just, us normal people just want love in our life. We just want peace. We want harmony. We want rhythm. We want good health. We want to be with our family. And of course we want to work because we're workers. That's what we were created. We were created to be workers. We're hybrids now. We're like a bit of everything. We even got this draconian and this reptilian blood that has
We
is in
definitely
us.
have reptilian in us.
Mhm.
I have spoken to people where I have gone, they have very strong energy as they speak, and I've watched their eyes turn into slits before my very eyes. So it's
Yes.
like, and they don't know it. I've said to them, "Do you know your eyes turn into slits like a snake? What? Do it." But and they have very strong energy. So for me, that tells me that there is some kind of reptilian blood pumping through our veins, and some people have it stronger, and some people don't. And the ones that have it stronger have strong energy. Like, yeah, they
And this is
not
where
everyone has energy.
this is how I do it. Okay, I follow my heart. I always follow what my heart says because I know that's where my God energy is. I know that chakra, my heart, is the most important. So I'm always protected. I'm always coming from my heart. I don't come from my brain because the brain was implanted on us. Think about it, you guys. We got implanted with the brain so that they can mind control
Mhm.
because they
Correct.
can't tap into our heart, to our connection to the creator. I mean, they can't take that from us. They have been trying for so many centuries and so many different lifetimes. They've tried, but they can't. That's a difference between us and them. But they implanted us with the mind so they can have mind control over us because they don't like us. They didn't want us here, but they can't live without us because that's part of the game. That's part of the matrix game. So the brain was created to control us, to mind control. And that's how I see it.
Yeah, I agree. Because I think in most of us, our biggest obstacle in life is our own brain and our own
Mhm.
mind. I know mine was.
Heart
But
and
yeah,
brain, they're always talking about heart and brain
Mhm.
connection. And
we
as
just,
long as they can get into our brain and take over our nervous system, which our vagus nerve is our number one nervous system connected brain and heart, that is what they've been doing. They have been getting control of our nervous system through parasites
Mhm.
to take
We've
over the
talked,
parasympathetic nervous system, the vagus nervous system, and your endocannabinoid system. And these are all your nervous systems that make you who you are as a human. And
mm,
this is what I help people with, to detox all of this.
and get rid of the parasites. Definitely keep the vessel clean. Because the
Mhm.
cleaner the vessel, the harder it is to be controlled. Like I definitely was much more easily controlled when
Oh,
I had
false
like
light. Oh
nice
yeah.
parasites.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I was
Oh,
stuck on stupid. I mean, I used to talk about spirituality, and aliens and all this crazy stuff. All they give up my power to everything, to tarot cards, to
yeah.
everything. But once I started releasing all these archons, and they are archons, that's what a parasite is.
Mhm.
I'm a whole different person, and I'm learning how to adjust to this because, I mean, I just gave birth to the most atrocious, disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life just in December. So I'm still adjusting. And and they can't have me. They cannot have me and they cannot hijack me. And another thing I've been shown too is I'm always I asked the creator, I'm like, why am I just always go, doing this, creating this on this project, doing this, doing that. Like I'm just going, 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 going. And the answer I got was because the more I do and the more I go, the AI can't keep up. it doesn't have any attachment to me anymore because it doesn't have the parasites, it doesn't have the archon anymore. So the more I go, the more farther back it goes. It can't keep up with me no more. It cannot. I was shown that is like 10 days behind me.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it feels good. I have never felt so good in my life. I'm still working on myself. I still have some issues with my vagus nerve. I now am seeing a specialist for my vagus nerve, my lymphatic, and my fascia. I'm seeing a fascia specialist, and she specializes in the neck and the shoulders.
Mm, it's a big one. That's where I
Mm-hmm.
have to like work with all mine. Mine's all like up into the head. I feel it all goes all up in there, all that
Mm-hmm.
fascia. Mine is the fascia in the front, my actual facial fascia. I gotta like play around with the jaw a lot
Mine is
there.
all in my neck and my shoulders and my arms, and that's where she's seeing everything. I've seen her now twice. I see her again on the second. I can't wait. She's amazing, and yeah, she's really helping me release these energies that I got to release. It hurts. It's very painful sometimes when she has worked on me, but she gets in there, and I'm like, just do it. Ah!
You have to. I've been
I
through so
have
much
to.
pain, but mm,
Yeah, and she's very strong and she's very powerful. So I'm excited. It was a gift that was given to me. My daughter had paid for these sessions. She's like, "Mom, you got to go see this lady." Da 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 da. And she paid for 2 sessions, and I went, and I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, this is the
that's
person to
awesome.
work on me," because I don't let anybody work on me. I got
Yeah, you
implanted. I got implanted last year or 2 years ago by a naturopathic doctor who I believe was sent here to get in my way to try and stop me from doing what I'm doing. And that is trying to detox the humans on this planet. So you guys can be free from all of these parasites and you can think for yourself or know how to come from the heart.
hmm yeah, just not be led so much by fear and anxiety and all these archons that are sitting inside your body. Because once you
Yeah.
do release these parasites and you clean out and you get that chi and that water, your lymphatic system and your fascia all like nice and oiled up and moving, and all the organs are starting to pump and function how they're meant to, you do think very differently. Your whole way of thinking and the way your brain kind of opens up and sees things is definitely like, yeah,
You
it's not
don't
your
think.
basic
That's the
human.
thing is you don't think. You don't
No,
think. You
no,
don't.
you don't have the same thoughts. Like I
No.
just don't. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't really remember the human thoughts that I used to have or the human fears that I used to have. It's very like, oh, what was it like to be like back then? Like I'm very removed from that person that I was now, but definitely comes from like that cleansing. Like I just recently did like a huge parasite cleanse, and I'm still drinking all the diatomaceous earth and stuff, like to help clean out all the garbage and stuff from it. But yeah, it definitely makes a difference in how you think, and all the anxieties and depression. Like it just doesn't sit when you get the waters flowing in your body nice and clean or cleaner. It's quite amazing how much anxiety and that kind of stuff isn't in your body anymore because you don't have these blockages sitting inside you, and where the
And
parasites
all
are just.
you really want to do it naturally, it's all naturally, is just be in the present moment. I only live for the minute and the moment that I'm in. Nothing more, nothing less. No need for me to be ahead or behind. I'm not there. I'm
No.
not there. And that is the biggest thing that I noticed that has happened to me since I've released 11 different varieties of parasites that no, but not, there's a couple of them that are known, like the candida, the fluke worm, the fluke parasite, like the blood flukes and all those that are, very popular and very noticeable when I release those. But the other ones, I have had doctors and scientists tell me, I don't know what the heck that is, but I stuck them in my AI and they knew what they were. And they straight out called them archons. So It's very interesting. Um, with what's been going on. And I also, like I said, I don't have no mind. Like I say it, no mind. I don't have that chatter that used to go da 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 da. No, it's gone. That is completely gone for me. I like I said, I just live in the present moment. And then if I do go to a thought, I always look at that thought. I'm like, where'd that come from? Is that mine? Did that come from somebody else? And another thing that I've noticed too is that I'm in gratitude a lot. I'm always being thankful for every little thing. Oh, thank you for this. Oh, thank you for that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's coming from my heart. I come from my heart now. And another thing, I don't give my power up to nothing. And that's another thing I teach people. You do not give your power up to nothing. You stand in your power. And that is what Ann and I are doing right now, doing these lives. They're not easy. And it's hard to come live and come on here live and have to write all this script and write all this stuff down so I don't forget what I'm going to talk about. Tonight, of course, was an exceptional show because we normally don't talk about these kind of things as far as we don't give our energy to like what's going on mainstream media. But we kind of felt called to do it because we want you guys to know to stand in your power and no longer give your focus up to this publicity that's going on out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're just
Exactly.
feeding the demigods. You're giving them what they want.
Mm-hmm. They want you to talk about them. They don't
Mhm.
care if you're calling them a cannibal,
They
or
don't
they
care.
don't care. They are these things. They're probably sitting back going, I know I am, people. Like, come on. Of course. Like, they probably want to sing it from the rooftops and be like, this is what I think of you humans. And like
Oh,
have
they
this
would
kind of,
love to.
they,
They would
they would love
love
to.
to.
They don't like us. They want our
Mhm.
money. They want our
They
energy. They want to
hate
suck
us.
our essence because that's what feeds them.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
they don't care about us. They don't want us to touch them. If anyone watched the P. Diddy um, documentary, which I did, I fell asleep through a lot of it, but like there was one part of him where he goes into the streets and he's like being, talking to all his so called fans or whatever. And he gets back in the car and he's like, oh, I got to go home and take a shower, like all the people I had to touch. And he's so like disgusted with the fact that he had to touch the common person on the street. That's what they think of us. That is who we are to them. When they're up on that stage and we're down there and oh, they're not going, oh, my beautiful fans that I love. They're looking and going, oh, the people that worship me and give me their money and like that's what they
The
think of
dumb
us.
humans, the dumb cattle humans.
Yes, yes. Like, so when you are reading about them and talking about them, it's still giving them airtime. It's still feeding their AI systems because it's about them. So, yeah,
Yeah.
they don't care. So
Exactly.
stop giving them attention. When they're on the red carpet and they're all there and you all want to argue about, you know, are they on Epstein's list? No, they're not on Epstein's list. They're still good. Like, just stop talking
Just
about them.
stop. Don't even watch them. Don't even click on the
Yeah,
show. We have to
it's
stop
so gross.
participating. We have to stop participating in the matrix so we can bring it down. Bring it down and live the real reality that we truly are supposed to live. The real reality of God's source of who we really are. Um, but anyways, okay, so our hour, we went over a little bit, but our hour is up and we're going to go ahead and say goodnight and end this. And we will be back in 2 weeks, whatever that date is, on my Monday and Ann's Tuesday. We should be back. And tomorrow I will be live with Julie from Love Warriors. And I guess tomorrow morning we will save the section of the THC because we ran out of time about talking about
Oh, I wanted
THC.
to hear that.
It's okay. We got, we
I
just
wanted
get
to
going.
hear it, but
Well, you have to watch the show tomorrow morning.
okay. I'll try.
Yeah. Well, you can rewatch it afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, but anyways, yeah, I'll be talking about THC and how people on pharmaceuticals, on certain pharmaceuticals, especially antipsychotics, should never use THC. Never use it because it causes more
Interesting.
psychosis. So yeah, and it's something that it's a common problem that I see here in my practice. So I'll be talking about all the things that I've been seeing in my practice. But anyways, so thank you guys for watching and please share and like. if you want to. And I don't do this for popularity or for anything like that. So this video stays on my YouTube and my Facebook until they delete it. And that is that. That's just how we flow with this. We just come, like I said, we just come on here and be ourselves, just be who we are. We're not influencers. We're not asking for money. We're not asking for any of that. But what I am asking for you to go to elevatedbyclaudine.energy and look at my detox stuff and my products and purchase. That's one way of supporting us. So anyways, I want to say thank you for listening and for watching, and everyone have a merry everything. Is that how Anne's going to say goodbye? Okay. All right.
Bye.